So hello everyone, so I have got this much of marks in full reading test. Okay, so you can see some mistakes, so that is natural mistake I have done, that while selecting list of headings, so this was wrong. Okay, so this is also natural mistake, but this is man-made mistake, means mistake I have done it. So you can see this overwriting here, T is not clear and Q is also not clear, so liquid answer was there or something different, I think. But here this was my mistake because this is first name and this is second name. So but by mistake I have done second name first, and this is also definitely wrong. And here also this is overwriting. So you can see this 1, 2, 3. These 3 marks are just by my own mistake. So these things you should not repeat it while doing full reading passages. So these are natural. So while selecting, so I got wrong answer, and here also you can see everything is correct. And I tell you, this first reading passage was easy. It was easy. Still I got 4 wrong answers in easy passage. You can see this. So I will start my reading practice now. You just do it with me also. So hello everyone, I am Monica from IELTS 9. So in this video I am going to do this full reading test. Okay, within 55 or maybe 56 minutes I will try to finish this full reading. So first reading name is Alfred Nobel and the Nobel Prize. So second reading name is The Mystery of Bird Migration, and the third reading passage name is What We Need and How Much We Get. The Ingenuity gap is there. So okay, so I will see first type of reading passage first, because I need to see the standard of questions. If it is MCQs and too many MCQs and other type of question, then I will leave that reading passage. So first, true false not given, they have given, and second, no more than 2 words. Definitely I will be doing this reading first. So let's read. So title I have already read it, so I will not be wasting my time in reading another things. So definitely 1 to 6 questions, true false not given. The first Nobel Prize was awarded in 1895. So first Nobel Prize was awarded in 1895. So this is the location, keyword for location. The first Nobel Prize, if it was first Nobel Prize was awarded in 1895, then true. If it was not awarded in 1895, then false. And then if they are not talking about first Nobel Prize was awarded in 1895, then it will be not given. Okay, so I am doing wrong, I am doing mistake. I am explaining it detail. Second, the Nobel's father wanted his son to have better education that we had. Okay, his father wanted his son to have better education than what he had. Okay, so Nobel was an unsuccessful businessman. Okay, let's 1 2 3. I will be solving first 1 2 3. So you also do with me. So I am looking for 1895 was there. So the Nobel Prize has been honoring men and women from all concerns of the okay, the foundations for the prize were laid in 1895 when Alfred wrote his last will, leaving much of his wealth. Okay, so foundation for the prize were laid in 1895, and since the Nobel Prize okay, foundations were in 1895 and first prize 1901 Nobel Prize has been honoring man and woman. Okay, so it means that answer is wrong, false. And second, we were looking for father. His father, Immanuel Nobel, was an engineer and inventor who bridges building in Stockholm. In connection with this, with his construction work, Immanuel Nobel also experimented with different techniques for successful in his industrial and business ventures. Immanuel Nobel was able, so business ventures, successful in his business ventures, Immanuel Nobel was able to bring his family to St. Peter. There his sons were given a first class education by private teachers. The training included natural science, literature. The age of Alfred Nobel was fluent in English, his Germany. Okay, so nowhere it is written that his father wanted to have good education than his. So let's go to the question. The first was that is false. We have already selected. It was not in this. It was in 1901. Nobel father wanted his son to better education what he had. wanted his son to have better education, so this is not given. Nobel was an unsuccessful businessman, means he was not successful businessman. Okay. Bertha von Suttner was selected by Nobel himself for the first, so I will be looking for this name, whether he was selected by Nobel himself for the first prize or not. Okay, unsuccessful business and Suttner. Okay. Now I am looking for unsuccessful businessmen. Nobel was fluent in Swedish and all, English literature. Okay, disliked ALFERED's interest in poetry and all. Okay, in order to widen ALFERED's horizons, his father sent him abroad for further training in chemical engineering. Okay. During a tour period, visited Sweden, Germany and all. In Paris city he came. He worked in a private laboratory of Professor a famous chemist. Okay. There he met young Italian chemist who 3 years earlier had invented nitrogen. Okay, high explosive liquid, but it was considered too dangerous. Okay, was powerful, the liquid would explode in a manner. Alfred Nobel became very interested in this, and he also realized that safety problems and had to dual control. Okay, so nowhere it is given whether he was successful or unsuccessful. After his return, developing nitrogen as an expensive, including one when his brother were killed, nitrogen was dangerously, had to move experimentation. Alfred was not discouraged, he was able to start. Okay, Lake is also there. So Alfred Nobel experimented his different additives. Okay, so side by side I am trying to read it. For drilling is also there, drilling holes in 1867. The name of dynamite is also there, detonator is also there. These inventions were made at the same time. This drill is also there, these inventions, building canals, these. Okay, so I was looking for person's name also. The market for dynamite and age grew rapidly, and also proved to be himself to very oh yes, it is given here, skillful entrepreneur and businessman. So it means that is true. I am looking for that person name. Here in this paragraph nothing is there, so here it is true. No, it is false, sorry, because here they are saying unsuccessful, but in the paragraph it was saying successful businessman and entrepreneur. So this person name Suttner. Okay, Suttner is the last page, it was not there. Patience. Okay, he visited language. Okay, the most qualified applicant turned out to be Australian woman. This person name, after working a very short time for Nobel, she decided to Australia to marry Count Arthur. Yes, this name we were looking for. Okay, so the main thing is Bertha von Suttner was selected by Nobel himself for the first Peace Prize. Okay, so Nobel Peace Prize it is given. So we were looking for this. In spite of this, Alfred and Bertha von Suttner remained friends and kept writing to each other over the years. Von Suttner became increasingly critical of the arms. She wrote a famous book. Okay, and became a prominent figure in the peace movement. No doubt he influenced Alfred Nobel when he wrote his final, which was to include a prize for persons organization which promoted peace. Several years after the death of this, decided to award 1905 prize to Bertha, but it is no, he did not select for himself. So was selected by Nobel himself for the first time. Nobel was selected by Nobel himself for the first time, so it is wrong. It is false is there. Okay, so the Nobel Foundation was established after the death of Nobel. So Nobel Foundation, okay, after death of died in this. Okay, when his will was opened, it came as a surprise. His fortune was used to be prizes in this. The executors of his will, okay, they said about Nobel Foundation. Okay, yes, it is true. The Nobel Foundation was established after the death of Nobel. Yes, it is true. It is true. So next question. Nobel's social involvement was uncommon in 1800s. Uncommon means it was not common. Nobel's social involvement. Okay, so here we have got the answer for this Nobel Foundation and all. So Alfred Nobel greatness lay in his ability to combine scientific inventor with forward-looking dynamism. Nobel was very interested in social and peace-related issues. Okay, no, he had a great interest in literature and wrote dramatic. That become an extension. Okay, but I have to look for 1800. Involvement was 1800. So here they have started talking 1905. 1800 is also here. 1896. So let's move to the next page, first page. Okay, so 1800, here he is talking about something, some dynamite and all. The market for dynamite and caps rapidly, and also proved to be very skillful entrepreneur businessman. Over the years he founded that factories and laboratories in 19 different. Although he lived in Paris much of his life, he was constantly traveling. When he was not traveling or engaging in business activity, he worked in himself intensively. Hopefully location should be here only. Technology, other as well as other chemical inventions. So his death. So 1800 is there. Okay, here one more line. Intensive work and travel did not leave much time for a private life. So they are talking about Nobel's social involvement was uncommon in, so that is uncommon means not common. So he was did not leave much time for a private life. Okay, but here they are talking about after his death. That's why this is not my location. So let's come to the fill in the blanks. Complete notes, no more than 2 words. Okay, having accumulated a great fortune in his business, Nobel's father determined to give his son the best education, sent him abroad to be trained in. Okay, we know the location. So father they are talking about here. You can see this. There his sons were given a first class education. Okay, father, yes, here. Having accumulated a great fortune in his business, Nobel's father determined to give his education, sent him abroad to be trained in. So abroad is here, sent him abroad for further training in chemical engineering. So same word is there, chemical engineering. I will just clear do the writing in my answer sheet. Okay, during Nobel's study in Paris, he worked in private laboratory where he came in contact with a young engineer and his invention more powerful explosive than. Okay, so here laboratory is also there. He worked in Paris, famous chemist in Paris. It is given he worked in a private laboratory. It is given private laboratory is also there. He famous laboratory of a famous, there he met the young Italian chemist. This person, are they asking? He worked in a private where he came in contact with young. He came in contact means he met the young. Young is also there. Engineer, instead of engineer it is given chemist. And his invention more powerful. Okay, instead of, so engineer is where invented highly explosive in nitrogen, and his in nitrogen, same line is, it means we have to write this name only. This person's name will come here, 8th number. So I will write it Esquino Sobrero. Same spelling I will write it here. Okay, coming to next, because they have started the next location. And his invention nitrogen, a more powerful explosive than a highly explosive, had invented nitrogen, explosive than liquid. Okay, I will write here liquid. Coming to 10th number, benefits in constructions work, but nitrogen was too dangerous and was banned for experiments within the city of. Too dangerous was banned for experiment within the city. Okay, here problems had to solve, method developed, controlled. After his return to Sweden, developing nitrogen as an explosive, several in his persons were killed, convinced the authorities, and were exceedingly dangerous. The four city is here. City Stockholm city limits, and had to move his experiment to a barrage anchored on lake. Okay, so what they are saying, not become interested in experiment, but nitrogen was too dangerous and was banned for experiments within the city of, okay, of, city of means this city name we will write, Stockholm. Okay, Stockholm, and had to move his experiment to a anchored lake Marin. Had to, same word is the, his experiment to a lake. Okay, to make nitrogen easily. Noble invented dynamite along with Noble invented dynamite. So dynamite is also there. Let's read it. He patented this material under the name of dynamite to be able to detonate the dynamite rod. He also invented detonator. Okay. So, along with means also, invented dynamite, easily usable. Noble invented dynamite along. So easily it is given for Noble, which could be shaped in insertion into drill. He presented and the time to be able to detonate. The also invented, which could be ignited by using a fuse. So that he also invented, I will write here, detonator. Okay, while in the meantime became popular. What became popular? All of which dramatically lowered the dash of construction work. Okay, construction work is here. Okay, off is here, means coast of. So I got this location, construction work, and off is there before blank. So I always try to get the answers with the help of this clue also. The word before and after this thing, blank. One is left. Okay, meantime, 12th, meantime, which became popular. To be able to detonate, this we have done. These inventions were made at the same time. While meantime, it is given while in the meantime. Okay, same time drill came into general use. So I will write this. Which drill? Pneumatic. Drill. So I will just correct the spelling while writing answers. Okay, from here I will just look at this. Okay, now we have done this reading passage. So these answers I have shifted from there, and you can see what kind of things I have done it. Okay, so these are not acceptable actually, and I will tell you the answers at the end. Now next type of reading, we have list of headings. Definitely the mystery of bird migration. Definitely I will try to understand the best movement to migrate. Best movement, the unexplained rejection of closer feeding ground. Unexplained rejection of closer feeding ground. Okay, the influence of weather on migration route. Okay, route is also the physical characteristic. Okay, some birds characteristic that allow bird to migrate. The main reason why birds migrate. Why? Okay, means main reason. The best wintering grounds for birds. The best wintering grounds. Okay, research findings on how birds migrate. Research findings, successful migrations. Research findings, some lab and all, some scientific study and all. Successful migration despite trouble of wind. Contrast, some comparison between long distance migration and short distance. Mysterious migration despite lack of teaching. Okay. Lack of teaching. Okay, so I will read first my first paragraph, that is a paragraph. You can also read it with me and do it. Birds may have many unique design features that enable them to perform such amazing feats of endurance. They are equipped with lightweight hollow. So what they are talking about, navigation superior to develop an ingenious water, among other things, concentrate all blood circulation. So I will go a paragraph with where is that? Physical features is that allow birds to migrate. Okay, hollow bones, such amazing feet, that everything is given, but where they are designed at others, concentrates all blood circulation beneath layer, waterproof, leaving them to face life in the harsh climate. This respires. Okay, I have to read it full paragraph. and from their lungs that far exceeds that any other during the later stages of some breeding, which food is plentiful. Their bodies are layers of fat in order to provide sufficient energy for their long. Yes, so I was right. I will select fourth number. So this is my fourth number. I will select that for A paragraph. So A is fourth, physical features. Coming to B paragraph. So B paragraph, you can say the fundamental reason that birds migrate is to find adequate food during the winter months. Okay, when it is in short supply. This particularly applies to birds that breed in the temperate and Arctic regions of the northern hemisphere, where food is abundant during the short growing season. Many species can tolerate cold temperatures if food is plentiful, but when it is not available, they must migrate. However, intriguing questions remain. That birds is to find adequate during the winter months when it is in short. Okay, so they are talking about winter months also. So the best moment to migrate, no, they are not talking like that. Unexplained rejection of this is also not there in that. The influence of weather on migration, weather is there, but on the migration route was not there. This we have done, so I will cut it like that. The main reason why birds migrate, this I can. The best wintering grounds for birds, it is also not there. How birds migrate, successful finding, trouble of wind. So I will go with that because it was written must migrate if there is no food. So I will write here fifth number. Coming to C paragraph. One puzzling fact is that many birds journey much further would be necessary just to find food and good weather. Nobody knows, for instance, why British swallows, which could equally well if spend the winter in equatorial Africa, instead flying several thousands of miles for further to their preferred. Okay, another mystery involves the huge migration performed by Arctic terns. Okay, closer to polar. In general, the further spends its winter for Arctic terns necessities 24,000 miles, yet far-flung southern latitude. All these individuals overfly other areas of seemingly suitable habitat spanning two hemispheres. While we may not fully understand birds' reasons for going to particular places, we can marvel at their feats. One puzzling fact is that many birds journey much further than it would be necessary just to find food and weather. Okay, nobody knows. Some puzzling. Nobody knows. Okay, may not be fully understand birds. Okay. Let's look at the options. The best moment to migrate, it was not there. The unexplained rejection of closer feeding ground. This was, I don't know. Weather on the migration route, no, they were not talking about anything weather like. The main reason why birds migrate, this we have already selected. The best wintering grounds for birds. So this also, mysterious migration despite lack of teaching is not there. Mysterious migration is there, but lack of contrast between long distance and short distance. Successful migration despite trouble of wind. No, I have to read it again then. That many birds journey much further than would be necessary just to find food and good weather. So food they were talking, yes. Unexplained rejection of closer feeding ground. Unexplained. Okay, so yes, unexplained, yeah, definitely. No, they were not talking about any lack of teaching. Unexplained rejection of closer feeding ground. So I will go with that second one with C, but still if I got something closer to this option, then I will select another paragraph. Coming to next paragraph, that is D paragraph. You can see this. One of the greatest mysteries, again mystery word is there, is how young birds know how to find the traditional wintering areas with parental. So that I understand what they were. Very few adults migrate with juveniles in tow, and youngsters may have even. So yes, definitely they are talking about how mystery word is also there, and without lack of teaching, because here they are saying very few adults migrate with juveniles in tow, and youngsters may even have little or no liking of their parents' appearance. So yes, I will go with that. So yeah, there they were despite lack of teaching. So for D paragraph, I will go with this and this we have done. Okay, coming to next paragraph. You can see this, my E paragraph. Oh my god, it is too long. Mounting evidence has confirmed that birds use the position of the sun and stars to obtain compass directions. Okay, evidence means research studies and all. They seem also be able to detect the earth's magnetic field due to having crystals of region of their brains. However, true navigation also requires an awareness of position and all. Experiments have shown that, so I will go with that only. I will go with that option that they were talking about. No. Research findings on how birds migrate. So definitely research findings. So they were talking about some research studies, experiments. So this is 7th number. This also we have done. Coming to next paragraph, that is G paragraph. Okay. In one instance, a Walsh shearwater carried to America and released was back in its burrow in Stockholm Island of one day before a letter announcing its release. Conversely, each autumn, a small number of North American birds are blown across the fast moving. Not only do they arrive safely in Europe, but based on ringing evidence, some make it to following spring and probably spending the winter with European migrants in sunny African climes. In one instance, shearwater carried to America released was back in burrow Stockholm. Okay, so what are the options for this? F paragraph is also there. So I have read F. No. Oh, I have read which paragraph? E. No. G paragraph. Where it is G paragraph? Okay. Somewhere maybe G paragraph. Maybe here. Yeah, here. Yeah. Some separation is there. It means this is F paragraph. Yeah. EF. So, okay. Nevertheless, all journeys involve considerable risk and part of the skill in arriving safely in setting of the right time. This means accurate weather forecasting and utilizing favorable winds. Birds are adept at both in laboratory tests. Again, some have been shown to detect the minute difference in barometer pressure. Barometer pressure is again with that air ceiling of a room. Other birds react to weather changes before there is any visible sign of them. Okay. So all journeys involve considerable risk and part of the skill in arriving safety is weather forecasting utilizing favorable winds. So I will go with that. No, heading. Okay. So F with F paragraph, best movement to migrate, the influence of weather on the migration route. This is also they are saying, I think, migration route. And what else? Wintering grounds. No, it is not that. Trouble, successful migration despite trouble of wind. So this is also exactly not given actually. I have to read it again. F paragraph. Nevertheless, all journeys involve considerable risk and part of the skill in arriving safely is setting off the right time. Okay. All this means accurate weather forecasting and utilizing favorable winds. Birds are adept at both. Some have to detect minor ceiling. Other birds react to change weather. There is any visible signs. Lupkin which feed on flee west from north to, yet they return to Holland ahead of thaw. Their arrival linked to pressure change, improvement in the weather. So they are talking about pressure change also. The influence of weather on migration route. So this also I am confused. And successful migration, this actually trouble of wind, successful migration they are not talking. So 3rd and 8th. No, 8th have we selected? No. Okay, let's leave it. For that I will just go with influence of weather on migration route. Okay, so 3 number I can put it here. Okay, so let's read G paragraph also. In one instance that we have read in one day a letter announcing its release. Conversely, each autumn small number of our fast moving westerly tailwinds. Not only do they arrive safely in Europe, but based on the ringing evidence, some make it back after probably spending the winter with European migrants in sunny. So here successful migration, that I can go with 8th number. Yes, G paragraph I will go with 8th number. Okay, so F though I am not confirmed. So let's move on to next type of question, that is 21 to 22. Coming to next, choose two letters. Which two of the following statements are true of bird migration? Okay, birds often fly further they need to. That I know where the location they were talking. Birds traveling in family groups are safe. Birds flying at night need less water. Birds have much sharper eyesight than humans. Only shorebirds are resistant to strong winds. Okay, so that location. So okay, one by one I will see the paragraphs. You can see this. Birds have unique, so first paragraph they were talking about unique feature, and here in second, the fundamental reason bird migrate is to educate, find food and all. The one puzzling, okay, that many birds journey which much further than would be necessary just to find food and good weather. Birds often fly further than they need to. This will come. Yes, birds traveling in family groups are safe. Family groups, okay. Family group I have not come across. Young birds, so family group, here they are talking about some family, youngsters and all. Traditional wintering without parenting, okay. Traditional wintering areas without parental guide. How birds know how to find familiar example. Family group, no, it is not. Birds use position of sun and all, no, they are not talking about. Second I have not got. Both birds traveling in family groups are safe. Actually they are not saying the same thing. Very few adults migrate, so this will not come. Night need less water. Okay, water, in this paragraph I was looking for this. Small birds migrated. Yeah, night is here and take their direction from the position of the setting sun. However, as well as seeing sun go down, see the plane, but where is water? How birds use their instrument? Use unknown. Okay, night is here. Pulse magnetic. How birds use water kind of thing is not there. Polarize it, calibrates, benefits are avoided, danger of night air. Okay, furthermore at night the air is generally cool and less turbulent, so conducive to stable flight. But are they talking about water? I am not getting it actually. Okay, it will take time, it will kill my time. Have much sharper eyesight, then this is also not given. Resistance to strong winds, only short, this also not given actually. Birds are only these birds are resistant to short, this will also, so I will go with that. No more than one word. It is great mystery that young birds like cuckoos can find their wintering grounds without cuckoos. Where cuckoos were there? Cuckoos, for example, cuckoo is here. Yes, cuckoo which lays its eggs in another species never encounter its young again. Wintering grounds, cuckoo can find their wintering grounds without. Cuckoo which lays its egg in species never encounter its young again. Huh? Okay. A mind-boggling to consider. Once raised by its host, cuckoo makes its wintering grounds in tropics before returning single-handedly to northern Europe. The obvious implication, cuckoos can find their wintering grounds without. It is a great, young birds like cuckoos can find their wintering grounds without. What they want to say? Familiar example, cuckoo which lays its egg in never encounter its young again. Can find wintering grounds without, never encounter its young, and it's to consider. One raised by a cuckoo makes its way to ancestral in the tropics before returning single-handedly. Parents and So no, I'm not getting. Let's move on to evidence shows birds can tell directions. Oh. So yes, mystery word is also there. So I will just find it at the end. Evidence show birds can tell directions like by observing sun and stars. Suns and stars are here. Okay, birds use the position of the sun and stars to obtain compass directions. So direction is also there. Birds can tell directions like, so compass is also the given. Okay, so compass will come here. Okay, one advantage for birds flying at night is what they can avoid contact with. So night kind of thing is here. Yeah, predators are avoided and the danger of dehydration. Oh yes, I was looking for water. Dehydration due to flying for long periods in warm. Okay, so but my location here now. One advantage. So yes, it means it was right. Needs less water at night. So water, I got it. One advantage for flying birds at night is that they can avoid contact with. They can avoid contact with. One advantage is that. Okay. However, as well as seeing compass, traveling at night provides other benefits. Okay, daytime predators are avoided and the danger of dehydrated avoided. So night time generally cools, less turbulent and so conducive. So okay, one advantage for birds flying is that they can avoid contact with predators, because daytime predators are avoided and the danger of dehydration. Okay, laboratory tests show that birds can detect weather without signs. Laboratory test. Furthermore, okay, laboratory test is here. Birds are adept to what they want. Birds can detect without signs, can detect weather. Okay, laboratory, some have shown to detect the minute difference in a barometer pressure. Other birds react to weather changes before there is any visible signs is there. So answer is visible. Let's move to third paragraph. Now I know this I have left because I was not getting the actual clue. So what we need, okay, let's look at the questions. Within half a minute I have shifted my answers for second passage. You can see this. So first question says complete each sentence with appropriate. Okay, so these are the sentence and we have to complete with these appropriate answers. Okay, the definition of ingenuity requirement, definition, creation of social wealth, stability of society, depends on many factors, okay, including climate, depends on management and solution of disputes, is not only technological advance but more of institutional renovation, also depends on the availability of some traditional sources. Okay, traditional resources. Let's find this word here. So this is my reading, consists of only ideas. I define. So no, first type, definition of ingenuity. Okay, so first sentence, as I define it here, consists not only of ideas for new technology like computers or drought resistance, but fundamental more ideas better. So not only is given but is also given. So here where they were, is not only technical advance more but more institutional revolution. So I will go with C, because you can see this technologies, social arrangements also, and government institutions also they are talking. Requirements for ingenuity, requirements. So this paragraph we have done how much, what kind of society requires, the requirement for depends. So of course they are talking about this, depends on a range of factors including society goals, circumstances, okay, whether it has a young population or aging, an abundance of natural resources, scarcity and easy climate. Yes, in first paragraph they were talking depends on many factors including climate. So this is for no, on many factors. Yes, it will come with B. Second is B. The creation of social wealth and stability of society. First I will look for this third paragraph. You can see this. Society supplies, okay, ingenuity, society supplies also depends on many factors such as nature of economic gives to producer. Okay, let's find creation of social wealth, stability of society. Okay, is society, okay, how much and what kinds of ingenuity depends on men, such as nature of human understanding, rewards of an economy gives to the producer of useful knowledge, strength of political opposition to social and institutional reforms. Social wealth, this we have done. No, sorry, no, what we have done, many factors including climate, this we have done. So why I have written B? Oh my god. The creation of social wealth, let's find this because I have read it first. This we have done. C is gone. Also depends on the availability of some traditional resources. Creation of social wealth, strength of such as nature of human inventiveness and understanding, rewards of an economy gives to the producer of useful knowledge, strength of political and social institutional reforms. Social institutional reforms, but no, this we have done. Any dispute they are not talking, also depends on the traditional resources, some political, and also we can go with D. I will go with stability of society. Okay, stability of society. Okay, let's find this stability. So this paragraph 1, 2, 3 I have gone. A good supply of this right in ingenuity is essential, but isn't of course it's enough by itself. We know that creation of wealth, for example, depends not only on adequate supply of useful ideas, but also on availability of other more conventional factors of production like capital and labor. So okay, capital and labor, right? So creation of requirement. So requirement, this I have done, range of factors, requirement for ingenuity, some traditional factors, here they are conventional factors of production like capital. Similarly, prosperity, stability word is here. Justice usually depend on resolution at containment of major political struggles or wealth and power. Yet within our economies often supplements labor's growth in the stock of, okay, what they want to say here depends, this we have done, depends on many factors including climate. I am looking for stability of society, is not only this we have done, also depends on the availability of some traditional resources. This also I have done with here. So this one is left, depends on the management and solution of disputes. Capital, solution of disputes, enough wealth depends on adequate supply of ideas. Solution, where they are talking on political struggles. So yes, I will go with solution of disputes with 30 number. This is B. This is B. Okay. Oh, here it is A answer, including climate. A is there. Okay. Coming to 31. What does, this is multiple choice question, what does the author say about the incremental change of last 100 years? Okay, I have to look for 100 years and then I will read it. So where is, okay, I will turn it. So next paragraph is here, like you can see this. To set up next paragraph I will read it. Okay. The past century mean 100 years, countless incremental changes in our society around the planet, in our technological and interactions with our surrounding natural environments have accumulated to create a qualitative new world. Because these changes have accumulated slowly, it is often hard for us to recognize how profound and sweeping they have been. They include far larger and denser population. Okay, so let me read the options. Say about incremental change. Okay, incremental changes in our society. Yeah, okay, let's read the options first. It has become a hot scholastic discussion among environmentalists. This word was also there. But hot scholastic discussion, hot discussion was not there. Environmentalists will have accumulated to qualitative, no, this will not come. Its significance often not noticed. Okay, it is half, okay, accumulated slow. It's often hard for us to recognize how profound and sweeping they have been. Yes, this is somewhat matching, but I will read others. It has reshaped the natural environments we live in. It has benefited much larger population than ever. Much higher the far larger and denser populations, much higher consumption of natural resources, far better and more widely available technologies for the movement of people. But what they are saying, benefited a large population than ever. No, than ever word is not there. So definitely I will go with B number. So my next question 32, the combination of changes has made life easier, faster, slower, less sophisticated. The combination, this paragraph we have read. Now coming, okay, first word is here. In combination, these changes have sharply increased and intensity and pace of our interactions with each other. They have greatly increased the burden we place on our natural environment, and they have helped shift power from national international. Okay, have made life what we have sharply increased the density and pace of our interaction with each other. Okay, sharply increased, greatly increased the burden. So faster, I will just put faster here. What does the author say about natural systems? Okay, I have to find natural systems. So this paragraph we have done. Now coming to, I will be looking for natural system. Follows day to day, must cope, complex, urgent, the management of a relation. Natural system I am looking for. So here in this paragraph, no natural system is there. When we enhance the performance and system come from our, but I am looking for natural system. Planets, network, financial institution, natural system is there. Okay, many of the natural systems critical to our well-being, like the global climate and oceans, are extraordinarily complex to begin with. We often can't predict or manage the behavior of complex system much precision, because they are often very sensitive to the smallest of changes. Okay, what I have understood, that it is critical. And okay, let's read the options. New technologies are being developed to predict the change with precision. Natural systems are often more sophisticated. Yeah, this was given than other systems, but other systems is there or not, I have to find. Minor alterations can cause natural systems to change dramatically, may cause natural system to change dramatically. Okay, that I need to understand. Technological developments have rendered human being more independent of natural systems. Predict change with precision, this I think it was not given. Okay, in no, natural system I am looking here. Natural system, when we enhance the performance of any system, our cars to, okay, many of the natural system critically to our well-being, like the global climate, and extraordinary complex to begin with. We often can't predict or manage the behavior of system with precision. We can't, it means first is not there, first option is not there. Okay, much more sophisticated than other system, very sensitive to the smallest of changes. So they are here also sensitive, this is also given, but other system is not, to the smallest of changes. And okay, their behavior can flip from one mode to another suddenly and dramatically, word is also there. Minor alteration means behavior may, not behavior, their behavior, word directly it is given, can flip from one mode to another suddenly and dramatically, may cause natural to change. Through this I will go. Okay, coming to true false, not given. The demand for ingenuity has been growing during the past 100 years. If it is growing, then true. If it is not growing, then false. If they are not talking about any demand for this or not, then not given. So here in this you can see this, in past century, countless incremental changes in our society, around the planet, in our technology, with our surrounding natural environments, have accumulated to create a qualitative new world. So what we can use it, yes, the demand for has been growing during the past century. The past century, countless incremental changes society around the planet. I am reading it again because interactions with our surroundings, natural environments, have accumulated to create demand or qualitatively new world, because these changes have accumulated slowly. It is often that we have already read. So according to my understanding, this I will go, because they have given I have a community to create and all, so I will go with true. Okay, the ingenuity we have may be inappropriate for solving problems at hand. For solving problems at hand may be inappropriate. If it is inappropriate, then true. For solving problem, to how profound the large population, no, in combination, so solving problem, as a result political. So somewhere we were reading about problems and all. Day to day much cope with complex the management of our relationship, ever increasing amount of social, improve the quality of our life, we enhance performance of any system. The good news, this also is left. Oh yes, this is the location. Yeah, the good news, that is the last century's stunning changes in our society and technology have not just increased our need for ingenuity, they have also produced a huge increase in its supply. It means there is a growth. That's why it is true. But from this location, I just paraphrase the thing. So actually location is this. So for previous question we have done MCQ, we have done till this paragraph, and there are still 3 paragraphs are left. So I just did not check. So this is the location, the growth and urbanization. Now coming to next, here I will get the location. We may have inappropriate solving problems at hand. Okay, solving problem at hand, the growth. Okay, critical, but we should not jump to the conclusion that the supply of always lockstep with requirement. While it is true that it is often mother of invention, no, what we are looking for, the growth, have inappropriate for solving problems. We may have inappropriate for solving problem. Can suddenly change. Human has depend upon demands on, here also demand on we managed must become more complex too, which boost our need for we may be appropriate the may be appropriate for solving problems stunning. So we have not just increased our need, produce a huge, the growth and urbanization have combined with astonishing new communication and transportation to expand interactions among people. Okay, a more integrated, more efficient markets. These changes have in turn very vastly accelerated the generation delivery of useful ideas. So actually I am not for solving problems at hand. We may have inappropriate. Okay, I am leaving it. There are very few who can understand the complex systems of the present world. So somewhere I have read present world. The growth. Okay, no. Present world, supply of rely on the kind of, in many cases, complexity. Yeah, complex word is complex system of the present world. There are very few person who can understand the complex systems of the present world. So here, so I have got this location. Very few of us have been more a rudimentary understanding of how these systems work. So this means that this is also true. Okay. So more information will help us to make better decisions. More information. They remain fraught with countless unknown, which makes it hard to supply the ingenuity. We solve problems associated with these systems, which makes hard to supply the ingenuity. Okay, in book I explore a wide range of other factors that will limit our ability to supply the required in the coming century. For example, many people believe that communication technology. Okay, so my question was more information will help us to make better decisions. More information. So where they are talking about information, very few of us understanding, they remain countless known and unknown, which makes it we need to problem solving associated with these problems. So wide range of that will limit our ability to supply the required in coming century. Communication technologies, no, let's read the other leftover paragraph also. Okay, The crush of information. Next, the next page is the crush of information in our everyday lives is shortening our attention span, limiting the time we have to reflect on critical matters of public. So what they are saying in the question here, more information will help. No, it is false. So here it is not, they are not saying, they are saying opposite. The next generation will blame the current government for their conduct. Okay, next generation will blame the current government for their conduct. Okay, so I am looking for next generation after this arguments. Many markets are critically entrepreneurs, science, although feasible future practical increase lives. So science rate characteristic of natural phenomenon. There is a critical time lag between recognition between a problem and delivery progress. So nothing is given about younger generation and all. Next generation will blame, so nothing is given. So this is very easy. Science tends to develop faster in certain areas than other. Tends to develop faster in certain areas than other. Okay, science, because this is the last paragraph. And science, modern markets and science are an important part of the story. How we supply markets are critically important because they give entrepreneurs an incentive. As for science, although it seems to face no theoretical limits, at least in foreseeable future, practical constraints often slow its progress. The cost of scientific research tends to increase at. Okay, so our question is here. Science tends to develop faster in certain areas than other. Yes, definitely they were saying the same thing. Social science develops especially slowly. Social science, okay, because it is not as important as natural science. Okay, the last line, social science here. Progress in social science is especially slow for reasons we don't yet understand, but we desperately need better social scientific knowledge to build the sophisticated institutions today's world demands. Okay, but here they are saying, okay, so science develops especially slowly. So that was given because it is not as important as natural science. So this line is not given. Social science develops especially slowly. So that is especially slowly. Same line is there. For reasons we don't yet understand. We know the reasons, but we don't understand. But we desperately need better social scientific to. Okay, but here this because is not given. So same thing is given because it is not yet as important. And so only this thing they were saying, it is we do not understand yet. So it means this I will put it false. Okay, so this we have. So where it is this? Now we have left. I will transfer the answers first. So you can see throughout the reading, I have not found this answer and this answer. So definitely 1 minute, almost around 3 minutes to fill 3 or not 3 minutes actually. Around 1 minute, so you can just fix it 3 minutes for transferring the answers. Now what to do with this? So shall we go back to the thing? Yeah, so here they are asking, so I will just put it here, true. So I will put here false. Let's see, I will check my answers whether it is wrong or no. So here what is 23? I will not left any question without attempted. Okay, so I will just put it here, my next question. So I will try to find this answer 23 number. Okay, 23 number, no, it is 23. I am looking. Yes, it is 23. Sorry, so it is printing mistake. Okay, 23 is this, that I could not get. Cuckoos is here, so I will try to find it again. Cuckoos is here, and the word great mystery is here. So I was trying to find the word cuckoos, and so great mystery is here. How to find? So what they are asking, that young birds like cuckoos find their wintering grounds without. Great mystery is how young birds is also there. How to find traditional wintering areas without parental guidance. Without is also there. So parental guidance is also there. So I will just put it in the answer sheet. now I have finished my reading within limited time. In fact, within 55 minutes I can do it, but definitely I was just telling you everything. I tried to tell everything in reading, so you can also try to do this reading. Okay, so these kinds of reading. Thank you so much.